Hi friends, good morning. Next video from our series from Dhruva Entertainment and Vidu classes. This is 4 marks question friends, that is short question from intermediate second year zoology. This from unit 2A friends. Body fluids and circulation. Friends, body fluids and circulation. Important question, general question friends. What is that? Explain the mechanism of clotting of blood. Friends, explain the mechanism of clotting of blood. Come to our answer friends. It is also called as hemostasis. Friends, not homeostasis. Hemostasis. Heme means blood, nana. Hemostasis. What is heme friends? Heme means blood. Stasis means stop. Hemostasis means stoppage of bleeding. Friends, don't write stoppage of blood. Stoppage of bleeding is called as what friends? Hemostasis. So blood clotting is also called as hemostasis. Hemostasis means stoppage of bleeding. Stoppage of bleeding. Yes friends. What is the definition of the blood clotting? Friends, first you know it. What is the definition of the blood clotting? In blood clotting or in this process, blood, you know friends, blood is a fluid connective tissue. Blood changes from a liquid to a gel or solid at the site of injury. Friends, you know blood is a fluid tissue. In blood clotting what happens friends? That fluid blood converted into a solid or gel like substances. Where friends? At the site of injury. At the site of injury. Once again friends, what is the definition of the blood clotting? In this process, blood changes from a liquid to a gel or solid. Friends, here I have given oblique. Either you have to write gel or solid. At the site of injury, not at all parts of the body friends. Where do we have injury? There we need blood clotting. So at the site of injury, what happens friends? The fluid blood is converted into a solid or a gel like substances. That is called as blood clotting friends. Blood clotting. Now see friends. This blood clotting is a multi-step process. Friends, it is not a single step process. It is a complex process. It is a multi-step process. And friends, it is a complex cascade of enzymatic reactions. It is a multi-step process. It is a complex cascade of enzymatic reactions. So many enzymes involved in this blood clotting. And it is a cascade reactions. What is cascade friends? Cascade means, see friends, a series of chemical reactions which occur one after the other, which stimulates another one after the other. Cascade means a series of chemical reactions, means which takes place one after the other. So blood clotting is a multi-step reaction. It is a complex cascade of enzymatic reactions. Okay friends? Now see, what is the process of blood clotting? Now you have to remember friends, the blood clotting process is divided into 3 steps. First you have to know these 3 steps friends. What are those 3 steps? The first one is what friends? Step 1. Process of formation of Prothrombin activator. Please be concentrate friends. Concentrate on these words. What is the first step? In the first step what happened friends? It is the process of formation of Prothrombin activator. Prothrombin activator. First we have to form Prothrombin activator. Process of formation of Prothrombin activator. That is the first step friends. Come to second step friends. Conversion of Prothrombin into thrombin. Conversion of Prothrombin into thrombin. Friends, that is the second step. What is the third step friends? Conversion of Fibrinogen into fibrin. What is the first step friends? It is the formation of Prothrombin activator. Second one, conversion of prothrombin into thrombin. Third one, conversion of fibrogen into fibrin. Now we'll see friends. First, what is the first step friends? Process of formation of prothrombin activator. Formation of prothrombin activator by interacting of blood clotting factors from injured tissue or from injured platelets. Friends, here we have three words. One is blood clotting factors. You know friends, we have 13 blood clotting factors. No need to write those blood clotting factors here. How many blood clotting factors friends? 13 are there. And another one is what friends? Injured tissue and injured platelets. So formation of prothrombin activator by whom friends? By the interaction of blood clotting factors from injured tissue or injured platelets. Injured tissue or injured platelets. Once again friends, formation of prothrombin activator by interacting of blood clotting factors from injured tissue or injured platelets. So injured tissue or injured platelets, with the help of blood clotting factors, they form what friends? They form prothrombin activator. They form prothrombin activator. Yes friends, here you see friends, prothrombin activator is formed from whom? From injured tissue or injured platelets. From injured tissue or injured platelets. See friends, this prothrombin activator, please don't write this in the IPE. This is for NEET and MCET friends. This prothrombin activator converts the prothrombin into thrombin. Number of blood clotting factors involved in it. It is a complex process. It is released into the body or blood in response to damaged blood vessels. Okay friends, please no need to write this yellowish one in your IP exam friends. Now come to friends. Next one friends. This conversion of this formation of prothrombin activator is a multi-step process friends. Multi-step process. Here you remember one important thing. The process of formation of prothrombin activator is in two ways. It has two pathways. The formation of prothrombin activator takes place in two ways or in two pathways. What are those two pathways? One is extrinsic pathway, another one is intrinsic pathway. Friends, extrinsic pathway. First one is what friends? Extrinsic pathway. Second one is what friends? Intrinsic pathway. What is extrinsic pathway friends? Extrinsic pathway means trauma outside activates. Here trauma means friends wound or gayam or injury. If it takes place outside the body, not internal side, inner side of the body, that is called as what friends? Extrinsic pathway or extrinsic. Whereas intrinsic pathway means trauma inside activates. Trauma outside activates extrinsic pathway for the formation of what friends? Prothrombin activator. If trauma takes place inside the body, it is called an intrinsic pathway which helps in the formation of prothrombin activator. Now come to first one friends. What is that extrinsic pathway? See, trauma outside activates. Activates whom friends? Activates the formation of prothrombin activator. See friends, it begins with chemicals that are outside the blood. This is very, very important friends. So here the chemicals which are participated in the formation of prothrombin activator is not from the blood, not of the blood friends. They are from the outside the blood, means either in the tissues. Okay friends, it begins with chemicals that are outside the blood. Next friends, an injury or a trauma. See friends, injury, gayamu, trauma na gayamanana. An injury or a trauma stimulates the tissue at the site of injury. See friends, here tissue is involved, not blood friends. Because of that we are saying extends outside the blood. An injury or a trauma stimulates the tissue at the site of injury. To release what friends? To release thromboplastin or factor 3 friends. Thromboplastin is called as factor 3. It is one of the blood clotting factor friends. You may call it as what friends? Tissue thromboplastin or tissue factor. You have to write any one of these four names, friends, either thromboplastin or factor 3 or tissue thromboplastin or tissue factor. Once again, friends, factor 3 you may call it as thromboplastin or tissue thromboplastin or tissue factor. So once again, friends, an injury or a trauma stimulates the tissue at the site of injury to release what, friends? To release factor 3. What is the factor 3? It is thromboplastin or tissue thromboplastin or tissue factor. See, friends, this factor 3, friends, what is that? Thromboplastin initiates extrinsic pathway. So this is one step, friends. Factor 3 or thromboplastin initiates extrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway is not initiated by thromboplastin, friends, not factor 3. Extrinsic factor only initiates by whom? By the factor 3 or thromboplastin. For what, friends? For the formation of prothrombin activator. This is important, friends. For the formation of prothrombin activator. Here you have to remember one thing, friends. For the blood clotting, we need prothrombin activator. That prothrombin activator is formed in two ways or in two pathways. One is extrinsic pathway and then one is intrinsic pathway. In the extrinsic pathway, the factor 3 is initiating the formation of prothrombin activator. Okay, friends, this is about the extrinsic pathway. Now come to intrinsic pathway, friends. See, friends, trauma inside activates. Friends, in the extrinsic pathway, factor 3 is released by the injured tissue, not from the blood. But in the intrinsic pathway, see, friends, trauma inside activates. Injury, if we get deep injury, the blood vessels and blood may rupture, friends. Then that is called as the trauma inside activates the formation of prothrombin activator. See, friends, it begins with chemicals that are inside the blood. In the extrinsic pathway, the chemicals are of what, friends? Outside the blood. Here, the intrinsic pathway begins with chemicals that are inside the blood. Now see, friends, an injury or a trauma stimulates the plates. See, friends, an injury or a trauma inside the body stimulate the platelets in the blood. There the injury outside the body stimulates the tissue, friends. Here an injury or a trauma stimulates the platelets. You know, friends, platelets are present in the blood. They help in blood clotting. Platelets in the blood to release what, friends? Hageman's factor or factor 11. Very, very important, friends, for NEET and MCET. Factor 3 is responsible for production of or formation of prothrombin activator in extrinsic pathway. Factor 12, that is Hageman's factor, is responsible for formation of prothrombin activator in the intrinsic pathway. Means both factor 3 and factor 12 have same function, but factor 3 is released from the injured tissue. Factor 12, that is Hageman's factor, is released from the platelets. Okay, friends. Now see, friends, this factor 12 initiates the intrinsic pathway. See, friends, factor 3 initiates the extrinsic pathway. Factor 12 initiates the intrinsic pathway. Now see, friends, now come to second step. First step is common, friends. Okay, now come to second step. In this, what is the second step, friends? Conversion of prothrombin into thrombin. We need prothrombin activator. Then what happened, friends? Prothrombin converts the thrombin. Now, in this prothrombin activator converts the prothrombin into thrombin in the presence of calcium ions. See, friends. Now already due to extrinsic pathway or intrinsic pathway or external trauma or internal trauma, formation of prothrombin activator takes place in our body. Next, this prothrombin activator converts the prothrombin into thrombin. What is the function of the prothrombin activator, friends? For the conversion of prothrombin into thrombin, we need prothrombin activator. Please, first you have to know prothrombin activator, friends. Then second and third step is very easy. See, friends, in the second step, what happens, friends? Prothrombin activator converts the prothrombin, factor 2, friends, into thrombin. In the presence of which, friends? Calcium ions. Calcium ions are the factor 4 of the blood clotting factors. Factor 4, calcium ions. See, friends, prothrombin, factor 2, in the presence of prothrombin activator and calcium ions, convert into what, friends? Thrombin. This is the second step. Conversion of prothrombin into thrombin. For the conversion of prothrombin into thrombin, we need prothrombin activator and also calcium. Calcium is factor 4, friends. Okay, friends? Now come to the third step, friends. What is the third step? Conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin. Conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin. Friends, you know fibrinogen. Fibrinogen is a plasma protein. It is a soluble protein. It is present in the blood plasma. It helps in the blood clotting. Already you read about fibrinogen in your first year, friends, in the plasma proteins. Albumins, globulins and fibrinogen. Okay, friends. Now come to conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin. Fibrinogen is a soluble protein. Fibrin is an insoluble protein. That fibrinogen is converted into fibrin in the presence of what, friends? In the presence of thrombin. Now see, friends, fibrinogen is a soluble protein. It is present in the plasma, or it is a plasma protein. Next, friends, thrombin converts the soluble fibrinogen into insoluble fibrin. Sorry, friends, here it is, you have to write insoluble into insoluble fibrin. See, friends, fibrin is a soluble protein. It is a plasma protein. This thrombin converts the soluble fibrinogen into insoluble fibrin. Next, friends, see, friends, here I have given equation. Fibrinogen, that is soluble protein, in the presence of thrombin converts into fibrin. This is insoluble protein. Next, friends, factor 13. Once again, friends, factor 13, that is fibrin stabilizing factor, is released from the platelets and form a meshwork. This is important, friends. After formation of fibrin, what happened, friends? Fibrin stabilizing factor, that is factor 13, is released from platelets and form a meshwork, which come in contact with the damaged tissue and trap the blood cells and platelets. What is the role of this meshwork, friends? This meshwork come in contact with the damaged tissue and trap the what, friends? Blood cells and platelets. Like that, blood clotting takes place. Okay, friends? Now you see last one, friends. Here you have to see, friends. First one, complete step of blood clotting. Prothrombin plus prothrombin activator plus calcium gives rise to thrombin. Second one, fibrinogen plus thrombin gives rise to fibrin. Okay, friends? Now here you remember one more important point, friends. See, what is fibrinogen, friend? Fibrinogen is the factor 1, friends. Fibrinogen is the factor 1. Okay. Once again, friends, how blood clotting takes place, friends? First, you have to know what is the basic idea. Blood clotting is also called as hemostasis. Hemostasis means stoppage of bleeding. In blood clotting, the fluid blood changes into a gel-like or solid-like structure. It is a multi-step process. It is a complex cascade of enzymatic reactions. Okay, friends? This is about blood clotting. Thank you, friends. Good day.